So Peel just released a new case. It's called the Peel Strong Grip Case. And like some of their other products, they've actually branded it on the inside. Now I think the standout feature for this product is probably going to be the grip. Apparently it's very strong. And if you didn't know beforehand, well, this is a silicone case, which means I'm going to be comparing it against other silicone cases from, Apple, Ballistic, as well as Spigen. So is this strong grip case worth getting? The short answer is, well, not really. The grip on the case is mildly stronger than the one on the Apple Silicone Case, but it doesn't come close to the grippiness of the Ballistic as well as the Spigen cases. Now what really chaps my ass about this product is that Peel didn't do anything special with the strong grip case. From what I can tell, they're just a middle person charging a markup on a generically made case. Now, why do I say this? Because this case seems oddly, eerily similar to this red case that I used or I got in my best silicone case video that I did a few months ago. At MobileReviewsEh, Monty and I base all our reviews on actual usage, and I got Monty some new ties. Pretty, eh? Now our usage is based on years of usage, like lots of years. And people have asked me a lot to review stuff from Peel, and they never really sent me anything, so I just went and bought a bunch of their cases, and I probably will never ask them to send me anything else ever again. Mostly because they won't give me anything. Now, if you want to know how the strong grip case fares against all the other ones, the full rankings, do check out my website, as I'll update them there, as well as the description section below. So let's get to the deets. In terms of the design, the Peel is a bit bulkier for an iPhone silicone case. It's like putting on a goose down jacket on a Canadian goose. Like it's noticeable. Is it unnecessary? Yes. Is it a bit awkward? Also yes. Because the Peel case is silicone, it means that your iPhone's not going to slide around easily, but you will definitely notice the bulk. I was actually about to ding marks for the loose microfiber cloth along the inside of the case, but didn't because apparently that's how this case is supposed to be made. Peel's strongest marketing feature for the case is the grip. In our grip racer test, I set a ramp at about 150 degrees and timed how long each case took to pass down the middle of the board. It took the Peel case 4 minutes to slide down between the two middle points of the board, the Apple Silicone Case 2 and 3/4 minutes, almost 3, and the Spigen case took over 5 minutes. So that's just to illustrate, it's not the grippiest silicone case. It's mildly better than the Apple one, but definitely not the grippiest silicone case that we have. Now with that extra grippiness, we'll say the Peel case also suffers from, being a lint magnet or a dog hair magnet, because everything just collects onto this case, and that's just so much gross, grody dog hair. Like, I don't think I really need to brush you. There's still so much hair. It's so gross. Now, the last thing I will mention is that the Peel Strong Grip Case covers the entire edge of the iPhone, which makes it a little tougher than some of these other silicone cases. So that's the design. If you like how I've been doing my reviews, do consider supporting me by buying your products through my Amazon links. I do have a Patreon link as well, so, maybe go that way. I do have to warn you that in the next couple of minutes, I am going to rant a little bit. So, use the time codes in the description section below if you want to skip ahead to the functionality as well as the protection aspect of this Peel case. Now, as Monty and I were doing our thing with this case, Monty and I couldn't help but think about, we've kind of seen this product before, and it really reminded me of this red case that I reviewed back a few months ago for the best silicone case for the iPhone 11 video. Now, this red case is from an Amazon brand called Surphy. The Peel case and this Surphy product, from my perspective, are almost identical. Basically identical. It's like Lindsay Lohan playing both roles of the twins in The Parent Trap. It's like Armie Hammer playing the Winklevoss twins in The Social Network. And it's like Kenny Lucas in 22 Jump Street. Actually, Kenny plays Keith and Keith plays Kenny. My bad. Now, I say that they're identical with relative confidence because both products have a microfiber interior that's not glued to the buttons. The camera cutout has the same beveled edge, and the injection points on the inside of the case are exactly the same. Now, for me, that's way too much of a coincidence. Even companies that try to copy the Apple Silicone Case, like the Spigen Seal case, will be very close, but the manufacturing process will be slightly different. Now, between the Spigen and the Apple case, Apple has a seam right along the middle of the case, whereas in Spigen does not. The buttons on the Apple Silicone Case are covered with microfiber. The ones on the Spigen one are not. Though they look very, very similar, they are not the same product. Even knockoff silicone cases aren't direct clones of the Apple case. This is the only knockoff I could find, and they will try their hardest to mimic the Apple Silicone Case in the cheapest way possible, and there's always something different about it. And it's usually not a good difference. Now that leads me back to Peel. Their thin cases aren't unique. There's dozens of companies that have that same product, but Peel's marketing is maybe mildly better, which means they have the audacity to charge a bit more because, you know, we can market it better. If you can make it look classy, you can charge classy prices for it, right? So the Strong Grip case just really feels like a carbon copy of the Surphy case, or vice versa. In fact, I think Surphy came out with this product before Peel did. Like, honestly, why would you try to put the work in to create something that's entirely uniquely yours when you could just take credit for it? It's like Chaz, the classroom bully who cheats off nerdy Steve, or me when I was growing up, and copies all my homework by peeking over my shoulder, but because Chaz slapped his name on it, stood up in the middle of class and said it was his, he gets the credit for all that stuff. It's the same with this Peel Strong Grip case. This is the Chaz of the iPhone case world. That just gets my blood going. Now when it comes to using my iPhone inside the Peel Strong Grip case, I had no issues. You can reach the buttons easily, port cutouts are large, and because of the silicone material, handling is decent, but I feel that the Apple Silicone Case is still a little easier to use. Why? Because there's a cutout at the bottom. I know it doesn't increase the protection, but with these bigger iPhones, I like using my pinky as a kickstand. Now, if I was to compare it to the Ballistic Soft Jacket, it's got oversized corners and it's the same thing. I can use that little corner as a kickstand, it just makes using your gigantic iPhones just way better. Honestly, if you are super concerned about the grip that you have on your iPhone, then get something that's actually grippy, like a Pataka Mag Case Pro, or even a loopy case. If you put that loop on there or on your finger, that case is never going anywhere. Getting the Peel Strong Grip case because of its grip is like being healthy by eating only gummy bears because they don't come with saturated fats in them. Like, not really. Now, if you need more information about the Pataka Mag case as well as the loopy case, do check out the top 10 video. Now, on to protection. Now, Peel does offer full edge-to-edge protection, which is something I can't say for most of these silicone cases. It does a decent job of protecting against dust, and the edges are quite rigid, which is good for dust protection as well. In addition to the rigid edges, I will say that the silicone that Peel uses is better than the ESR Yippee case, as there's no give around the button areas. Now, when it comes to drop protection, Peel doesn't explicitly state how high you would drop it, but I honestly wouldn't go any higher than dropping from chest height. And dropping it on purpose from chest height is even a stretch for me because I don't have a lot of confidence in this product. But that's just me. So in the first part of the video, I showed you a Surphy case, this red one, that is for the iPhone 11 and not the 11 Pro Max that I've got for the Peel. And so I bought this case at the beginning of October 2019. This case just came out beginning of February. And so there was a part of me that was just like, I'm not really comparing apples to apples. I'm kind of comparing a Gala Apple to like a Macintosh Apple, I guess. They're still apples, they're still silicone cases, but I needed to be sure, given that, you know, I am ranting against the company and telling people not to buy their products. So a few days ago, I went and bought a Surphy case, this like purple one. And so this I bought on March 4th. The day today is, what day is it today, Siri?
It's Friday, March 6th, 2020.
And I'm going to release this video either March 7th or March 8th. So I've been using this product for the last couple of days just to see if it's exactly the same. I've gone and measured all the holes on these cases. I've gone and weighed both of them, measured the thickness and the width of each product. And the only differences that I can measure is that this purple Surphy case weighs a gram less. And I think it's less than a gram because my scale kind of fluctuates between 39 and 40. And the thickness of the Peel case is like a fraction of a millimeter thicker, consistently a fraction of a millimeter thicker. And so other than that, like the cutouts, almost identical. The power buttons, identical. Like these two products, like they are so similar that I'm pretty sure they came from the same place. And so that, to me, is such a, I will call it the black zone in terms of iPhone cases, because you got the really crappy stuff that's like $1 to $2, really bad. But then you got the stuff that's about $8 to $9, and those are usually Amazon brands. And then you've got the companies that sell stuff between $10 and $30, and those companies I don't think do anything special other than maybe branding it, peel doesn't half the time, and then reselling it. And so these peel cases, they're just going around the factory saying, "Need a silicone case, here we go." Oh, and we'll slap a thing on it. Again, this is under $8, this is 30, right? So right off the top, I don't know how their business is run exactly, but that's a $20 markup for something that they've almost done no upvaluing in, which is crazy. I'm in the wrong business. I should be selling peel cases. So that's all I got for this video. Again, if this was helpful, considering getting not the peel case and getting some of the other products through my Amazon links, because all this stuff is unsponsored. I'm a reviewer, not an influencer. This is what I do. First time watching one of my videos, I do encourage you to click subscribe, produce content maybe once a week, 4 times a month, maybe. That's kind of all I got. Ooh. I really do need to show you guys how much hair comes off of Monty. Come here. Stupid S10. Focus on the phone. Oh, I just wiped it on my pants.